Happy Friday! Haven't been down to the pot for the past few days due to work and other things. So in these winds that we've had, a lot of things have taken a battering, if I'm seeing all over the country. My tunnel took a battering. I really need to get that thing sorted out. The skin is now pierced and also the mesh on the bottom is now all cut open. The dahlias are sort of alright. Just a bit of tidying up work to be getting on with, and then I'll have to have a look and see what I can get done today because I'm here all day today. So probably end up going to sort the tomatoes out down the bottom. Just remove the ones that's in the buckets, then just chop all the tops off, leave the buckets in there, then get everything tidied up basically. So I'm going to put a plant together, get sorted out and get started. I've sacked the tomato job off because I'm just going to leave the tomatoes on. I've tidied up down the bottom of the where the sweet corn are, and I'll show you that in a second. I've been down and I've learned something new already. Now these are the sweet peas, which I've just started taking off. Now you can't see them, sorry. These are the sweet peas here, taking off down the ones at the bottom. Now these are the flowers and the saved seed from the ones I sowed last September, October time, so to keep over the winter. I followed Jeff Foreman. I followed his advice in regards to sowing in autumn for the stronger root, but we'll go through that in a couple probably next week once these have all fully dried out. So I probably picked these at the wrong time, but something I've learned already about these sweet peas. First time I've ever grown them, I just treat them as a normal as a pea. Once it's done, they dry off, then you pick them. Well, turns out sweet peas are different. Sweet peas self-seed. Might sound silly, I did not know that, so I was not to know. So when I've been down before there, I've noticed that a majority of these are already open and the pea seed have already gone. And when you've got as many as I did down the bottom there, there's a good chance there's probably going to be a few sweet peas down that bottom section next year. But what I want to do is I've probably picked these at the wrong time as well because it's just after a rain and they're a bit damp. So what I need to do is I need to dry these off again, but as you can see the seeds there, there's some small ones like, but sweet peas, just going to put, all I've done is put a bit of paper in the bottom on a tray. I'm going to go and pick some more because the more I pick now, the more chance I get to save some seed. The rest I'll just be throwing in the compost bin. So I'll be putting a piece of paper over the top of that and dry them off, leave them in the greenhouse. Give it a week or two, let us see it, and when I come back from Malvern I'm going to start sowing my sweet peas, and also I'm going to start doing the garlic as well next week. Get that sorted out, need to prepare the ground for it. I've already prepared the ground for the onions to go in, so still lots to be getting on around the garden as well as the tidying up, but it's shutting down one side, starting up another. So I'm going to get cracked on and get the rest of them sweet peas picked and the plants lifted out. So as you can see, the pea pods have all dried off, and like I mentioned before, they've been self-seeding. How I can tell that is because underneath here, on this one here, you see it's opened up. It's just letting the peas drop on the floor. So all I'm doing is going around and just pulling them off and putting them in a wee pot. Yeah, they're ready because they're rattling in the pea pods. So, like I said, I'm going to get as much of these as I can pick because my granddad wants some and so does Brian. I've already got some for myself from Wilco's, from the cheap seeds, but why not give this a go as well? Because I'll be putting the majority of these in for over the winter. So I'm going to try and get as much of these as I can get off. Then I'm going to lift the plants up and compost the rest, because I need to get a lot more stuff done. But as you can see down here as well, this is where the sweet corn was. So I've chopped the sweet corn off, lifted it up, I've chopped it up and composted it. Same with these sunflowers, big ones. I've just got them placed at the back of here at the minute. You see there's a lot of tidying up needs sorting out. I need to get the installation under control as well before it starts self-seeding again. Because I found that I've got some in my front garden from where my pot blew over. So it is wild, that this stuff, so I'm going to pull it out and get it under control before it gets any worse. But I've still got lilies to pull up here. I've got dahlias have survived alright, them ones, and them ones at the top. But I'm gonna get cracked on here. So I'll see you once I've getting this done. Well, I've been harvesting some goodies. So what I've picked up is my mum was after a leek for some broth. So I'm going to take a leek down for it. I've already sorted that out as well. I think that was 14-15 circumference across the bottom. I've got two which I'm keeping for seed. I'm going to try see what happens. Experiment. Of course, you know about the sweet peas. It's down here. Also got a nice little harvest of chilies here as well. So the de cayenne, these ones here. And as you can see in the bottom section here, what I've done is the pumpkin plant's dead. So I've got 3 nice pumpkins started ripening off there. So nice good sized pumpkins for the kids for Halloween, and also for some pumpkin soup. Same, there's another one. There's number 2, and number 3's there as well. So that's what I've getting under them. I've also picked the little watermelon that was outside under the cover. So the plant was dead. I've just cut it in half, and there's a bit of fruit in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go sit in my chair, have a bit of breakfast, bit of watermelon, then I'm going to probably make a start in here. So I'm going to have this, make a start in here, because a lot of things need tidying up. I need to start focusing on the little jobs. Just do one job at a time, then the rest will follow. Do exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll say this one's about my breakfast. Hello everybody, right, I'm back home. Like I mentioned earlier on, I wanted to do one thing at a time, and this was the job that I started the other day and I wanted to get finished. So what I've done is I've brought the tools and everything home, and I've wanted to make a semi-permanent structure for the green room, grow room itself, sorry. I did have it on the floor last year, but with the drafts coming up underneath, and I didn't have actually any insulation on the walls, all I had was this foil. Now this foil was actually a grow tent that I got off Mark Shepherd. When he mentioned that he had one, and if I wanted it, I jumped at the chance, not realising that you could probably fit about 5 people in the tent. So what I did was I made use of it, and I made a grow room underneath the bench last year. Well, lessons learned from that. I had my electric heater in there. It was costing an absolute fortune. There was drafts coming in from underneath, which was meaning that the heater was on constantly. No good whatsoever. Cost an absolute fortune last year. So try to limit things down. Got the grow room now raised up, so I've got a nice big grow room. I've got my lights here as well, all wrapped up, ready to go. I've checked the lights and everything out. So I built this. It was going to be a semi-permanent structure, but as I've been going on, it's become more and more permanent. Just the way I've been going on, because as you already know, I'm not a DIY person. I just wing it basically. I watch a few videos on YouTube and I have a go at things myself, and you learn from that's how I learn in any case. So what I've got here is I've got the foil here, which I was lucky enough to already have. Everything on here has cost a packet of staples, and also a packet of screws from Wilkinson's. So they're £2.99 for the large screw bags, and I recommend to get as many different types of screws as you can, and just keep them handy, because it's always handy if you're just winging it like I do. So what I'm doing now is, what I've done behind here is I've got the blue cover, swimming pool cover. I've put that behind it to help limit the drafts coming through, and also to retain the heat in as well. And what I've done is I've put the silver foil over the top of that, and just done it at the bottom, the sides, and over the top here I'm going to put the blue across the top, and then put some structures, some beams across the back here, then get the lights positioned where I want them as well. So that's what I'm busy doing at the moment. If you want to do this yourself, like I say, just make yourself a frame, get yourself some insulation basically, because it's handy to have insulation. But instead of using this foil, because like I say, I got this from a grow tent which I cut up, sacrilege I know. I was watching Terry from a Robotic Allotment Gardener, and he's actually built a massive grow room. It's absolutely amazing. It's a lot more stuff. He grows a lot more stuff than what I do, and like I say, he's pretty much used the whole greenhouse for a grow room itself. He is got recommended to use the silver. What's it? It's like the silver survival sheets. Now you can get them on eBay.
relatively cheap enough itself, but it's reflective material, so it'll probably do the same job as what this stuff would do. But I'll show you what this is like when I'm finished. But just an update while I'm going on while I was in here at the moment. The greenhouse at home is a bomb site, but nearly finished this, and as you can see, my bench is holding up, taking my weight on it as well. So I've just got to sort this out, sort the joists out for the top for the lights. Then I'll have to make sure that the heat is coming up through as well, because one of the bits here had a hole in it from where you had where you'd put tubes and stuff like that for ventilation. Well, I'm going to use that hole for the heat and try and coax the heat to go up into there and come into this section itself. I don't know, it's a work in progress, we'll see what happens. But I'm also trying to use the bottom as a heat bench as well, and get the heat coming from down below up to the top, hits the top. Then it's I'll have a heat bench as well for come January, when the dahlias and everything's getting ready for the cuttings. But like I say, plenty of plans ongoing. This is where I'm up at the moment. I'll show you the finished product when I get sorted out, so I'll see you once I get that sorted out. Right, that's me done for today. In any case, I've still got the rest of this greenhouse to sort out, but the grow room structure is built. So I'll spin you around and I'll show you what I've been doing, and hopefully this is a much improvement from last year's attempt. So back of the greenhouse, it's taken up just under a quarter of the greenhouse at the top, but I already had the bench and everything in any case. Just a temporary door on for the time being. I'll just lift this up. So there we have. To be quite honest, I think I could do with another grow light, or alternatively I could do with a grow light with 4 tubes, so I can just put it at the end, because I think I've made this a bit too big for just the 2 lamps themselves. But I'll be able to keep the plants that I want to grow on underneath these 2 lights in any case, underneath this middle section there. But that's all done, it's all sorted. I've had to cover the top with some plastic, just because there was some holes in the roof which I wanted to sort out. But the lights are in. I just need to get the heating element sorted out, and the electrics, just because I've just got them hanging up there at the minute, you see. So I need to sort them out where they're going in the final hole, the final position. Under here, where I had the silver, what I'm going to do is I'm going to board this out with the blue cover to stop the drafts coming through. I'm going to put the heater on the right hand side there, so it's going to go under there, so that the bottom of the bench will get heated up, and hopefully I'll be able to keep the room warm. I need to work it out in any case, it's an ongoing project, but that's that sorted. I've got my little gas heater here, I've also got my electric heater here as well. I need to sort out the rest of this greenhouse, but as for me today, this is it. This is me done. There's my grow room, my second attempt, so see if this year does any better. So, well, that's it, we'll see what happens, but that's my grow room in any way sorted out, so we'll see what comes of that. But for me, from today, I'm finished. I'm going to go inside for my tea, I'm going to have a beer, and that's me sorted out. So, I will see you on Sunday, back probably down the allotment. I see still a lot to do, so I'll catch you up then for, see what I can get done. So, see you then. Hello, bye. It's raining, so that's the excuse she's using anyways. Got to best get the washing in. Anyhow, it's Sunday morning, in the back garden, getting cracked on with the grow room build itself. I've brought the heated propagator in, also trimmed the front off. I need to sort underneath out to put the blue around from the drafts. I need to build the joists for the floor, so I'm going to raise it up. I'm still in 2 minds about using the electric or the gas, but I'll show you that once I've gotten this sorted out. Me and Leslie, when the rain stops later on and the soil warms up, the compost warms up, we're going to be putting on some hyacinths for Christmas. Fingers crossed. I've never grown them for Christmas before. I've always just left them for the spring. But we'll get some. I've got some nice pots. We'll put them on. I just need to get some moss for the top, but we'll get them set away in any case, because I need to do it pretty much sooner rather than later. So I'm going to get on with this. I'll show you what I've done. Then me and Leslie, the lovely Leslie, will be potting on these hyacinths and the tetlet and things like that. So see you later on once I've getting this sorted out. Right, well, what I've done is I've built this bench, more of a sturdier bench than the thing that I had beforehand. That was an old greenhouse bench. I've got 2 legs, and underneath I've just got them supports. I've cleaned up underneath the bottom there. We've got the joists in for the floor. It's starting to hailstone. Strange. It's a glorious sunshine. It's hailstoning. Anyhow, I've run out of staples, so I can't get this blued out. When I say blued out, the swim pool cover, because that's what I'm going to do. Use a swim pool cover. I'm still in 2 minds at the minute whether to use the electric or the gas. Now, they've both. This one's got thermostat control and it's got timer on it and everything like that. This one's got the switch on to let you know how hot it wants to be. So there's a few things I need to sort out with this, including getting a gas bottle. In the first initial instance, for ease of access and ease of use, the fact it's already in, I'm more inclined to go with this, but like I say, it is expensive to run, especially in here, so I'm in 2 minds. I don't know whether to run this to keep the whole greenhouse warm, or just run that and try to keep the underside of here and this room warm itself. So, I don't know. Any ideas? What do you reckon I should do? Answers on a postcard, or just stick it in the comments below as well. So that's where we're up to at the moment. I need to get some staples, which I won't be able to get until midweek, but like I say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Plans in action, happy days. So compost is now sorted out, just waiting for it to dry out and warm up. And then me and Leslie will be doing some hyacinth potting up, which I've already got all sorted out. So the hyacinth bulbs are already out of the dormant state in the old compost. So I've got some there. I'll have to pick them all out. I'll get the pots together, then we'll get ready to go with these. But I'll hang these up somewhere and we'll do a little video together. So I'll see you then. Okay, so we're going to get these hyacinths done. These are, the soil's been warmed through out the day. I've got them all ready to go. These were the bargain buys from last year. They're just finished dying off, so I'm going to get these hyacinths in hopefully for Christmas. I've never grown these for Christmas before, so we'll see what happens. The only thing I am missing is moss to go on the top, but other than that, the rest of the procedure is just standard stuff. So I've got my compost here, mixed with some usual stuff, perlite and vermiculite. It's warmer than it was when it was damp and soaking wet before. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use these pots here. It's because they're nice pots. I'm going to fill them up one by one, then get the hyacinth bulb that's been overwintered, just have a squeeze of it, see if it's soft. If it's soft, it's no good. If it's still hard, it's fine. Then all we're going to do is fill the pots up, place these on just so that at the top, then that's that done. Now I'll probably get a few of them, just the 3 across the top, might do more, but we'll see what happens. But let's point these down over and we'll get started. Just going to do it. So as you can see by my lovely assistant here, filling them up. So filling them up not all the way to the top, and we're not going to follow the standard procedure when it comes to bulbs. Normally when you plant bulbs, you always plant them twice the bulb's width or height, so you plant it 2 times over. So if this is 2 fingers for the bulb, so you plant it 2, 4, so you plant it nearest the bottom. But for this instance, we're just going to leave them on the top, so you can see on there. So there's one there, there's another one there, another one there. Now I'm not going to cover them up with soil or compost, but we are going to cover them up. I'm going to cover them up with some of the vermiculite for the time being. I'm also going to get my label so I don't mix them up. That's a red one. So I'm just going to find my vermiculite. Like I say, I think it's a stagnant moss or something like that, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use what I've got. A bit of vermiculite under the top.
Doesn't really work there. I'm going to have to purchase some moss, which I'll do later on. But leave that there. I'll pop this in the little grow tent because that's the only place there's space.
Can you pass me a pot, please?
And there's the red ones. The red ones. Hey, it's handy having an assistant. All the pots are done. We'll get these ones. These ones are pink again. Just place them on one of each corners.
Should do what I'm doing.
What are you doing? I just push them in.
Using the handle to make a hole.
Yeah, you can do that, but I'm just pushing them in.
I don't want to flavour.
Another one done.
Label off, please.
You want the label off?
It's
Stuck. There you go. Right.
it needs stuff on.
It's a vermiculite. I'm just going to put vermiculite on the top. And there's the 3 done. Now I'll water these from below and get the soil wet. Now these ones are mix and match now, so I don't know what colours they are, but I've got a few. And I've got some Tetla here as well, so I need to pull them out. So the Tetla are little daffodils, which once again I got for cheap last year, going in a little pot. Put them in a pot for the next time. So yep, there's no, actually, hold on. So we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 there.
Just thinking probably 4 in a pot.
There's 13 there. We'll have more. We're just going to cram these ones in. We'll see what happens with these ones. We'll just cram them in. Next experiment. It's already got a little bulbous on the bottom of this one. No? See, there's a little bulbous on the bottom. But we'll save them, leave them on. Now just cram all of these in. I don't know what colours are going to be like. There's nice big ones there. I'll keep all the big ones together. When it comes to planting in pots, you can put them as close as you like. One more in the middle here. So there's 2, 4, 6 in there, 6 in that pot there. Once again, I'm using what I've got. Ideally, you just put the moss over the top, and that'll be them covered up.
7.
6 and 1 and 7 in there, and we'll see what they come out like. A little gentle shake, level off. Mix and match hyacinths, and there is another job done. So that's the hyacinths done. Next task is to get these runners done for the strawberries. So I'm going to quickly pull up a few pots and get the strawberries potted on as well. So 2 minutes. Okay, so we've got some Rodney's runners here. These are the strawberries I got off Rodney. So just going to plant them up best I can. The runners that we've got left are still alive basically, because there's one of them I think's dried out. I think this one's dried out and I don't think that's very viable anymore. So I think I might just snip that one off actually and just pot the main mother plant up. There we go. You might have to get used to this. I could get used to this. Pot's already filled, ready to go. So Right, I just need to find me little there you go there. Now I'm going to reuse these. So these are the ones that they came in. So I'll just use the straw, push down. That's one done. Same again. Straw. Keep it down. Another one done. Right, where's the other one? Just it. Just them two ones. This one's got a very long one. It's got a doubler. Yep, there's one on it. Right, go on, you can do that one. No, that's not one. You can do the end one. There's only two there.
You got a thing.
I've got a thing.
A thing.
What's a thing?
One of them.
One of them. A thingamabob. A flip.
Dingle hopper.
It's a hairbrush happening.
It's a book.
Right, that's what them runners done, so we just need to try and find somewhere for them now. Because there's nowhere in there's no bench space now. I need to get all of these chilies out. But there we go, runners done. I'll get these down from there. Rodney's runners are done. So there's 2, 3, 4 there. We've got the hyacinths are done in these tubs. And Tech can be put in later on when I put the other ones in. Also all the strawberries sorted out, and I've just got to put these in. Now these are the ones that I got off Neil from Grandad's allotment. These are alpine strawberries that he grew from seed, and I've already got little strawberries on. How crazy is that? But these need potting up because these have all got runners as well. And I'm just going to put them in one large pot, and when I get a chance I'll pop them outside and leave them over the winter, or I'll leave them in here and leave them underneath. But as of me and the lovely assistant, that's me all done for this week. It's time to go. I've got pool tonight. I've got to sort the kids out as well before I leave anyways. Grow room built, productive week, still plenty to do. It's been that productive I forgot about the 1 year anniversary, so happy birthday to Lost the Plot. That was on the 21st, that was a couple of days ago. I did forget about it until I just had a look the other day. So I've been doing this for a year already. So thank everybody for watching, and everybody for subscribing as well over the past 12 months. It's been crazy the amount of changes that you can see from the beginning, the first couple of videos, all the way through to now, and we're ready to start all over again. So if you're interested to see what's happened and the changes that happened over the past 12 months, just have a look on the channel, have a look on the YouTube channel, and I like watching them back as well. But it's nearly time to start again, so see what comes over the next couple of weeks. Next week, big event, it'll be the Malvern show, which me and lovely Mrs. Lost the Plot here is attending with. So look forward to that next week as well, so we'll see you then. So see you later.